Hi guys, hello friends, hello people. Welcome back to my channel, Red Elevator. I'm Nina Takesh, an interior designer from Beverly Hills, California, and today we are going to talk about your pressing questions. We did a Q&A on my stories, you guys asked the questions, and today I'm going to be answering them, so follow me. And since so many of you asked me, today I am wearing the Farrah Satin Halter Dress by Reese. Last week, we asked a Q&A in one of my stories of things that you guys were interested in me responding to, and therefore this is why we're doing this particular episode with regard to questions and answers. So if you're not following me on Instagram, you're missing out on the ability to ask questions and to really get a good sense of what we do on a daily basis and how I get my inspiration and everything design. So this is a shameless plug to please follow me on Instagram at Nina Takesh and make sure and watch my stories because there's a lot of great things that happen behind the scenes. So one of the questions that came in was from Miss Sway, that's the handle, who asked me, first of all, the question was, thank you for doing the Ruggable collection. I just purchased one in the UK. Will you ever do a house tour? And my answer to that is, why not? Yes, I will do a house tour. It's a very big commitment because the house has lots of different areas and you want to make sure that it looks absolutely spectacular before filming. So I do and will promise to do a house tour. Now, if you go to my link in bio on my Instagram, I did do a house tour a while ago with House Beautiful, and you can definitely, at least in the interim, look at that. I've made a lot of changes since then because that's what designers do. They're constantly changing things, but at least you can get a house tour right away. The Minimalist Home asks, white or off-white for 2022 furniture? My answer to that is definitely off-white. Jimena asks, should you do honed or polished for the bathroom in 2022 or 2023 for that matter, because we're almost there. Are we? Feels like it. I have to say that my vote right now is definitely honed. I prefer honed for many reasons. One, that it looks a little bit less froofy. It looks a little bit less try hard, for lack of better wording. And additionally, what I like about honed is that it shows etching and imperfections less than polished marble would. Firuzan Shamirani asks, what are the new trends in wallpaper? Well, Firuzan, you have asked the correct questions, AKA Firuzan. I wanted to say it properly. But the question was wallpaper, and guess what? We did an entire segment on wallpaper, and we're gonna link it not only in the description section below, but also right here. Make sure and click, and so that you can watch exactly what's trending in wallpaper. Bella 1973 asks, first of all, thank you, Bella, for the beautiful compliment. Bella said, you look so great and in shape. How do you keep it up, essentially? And it is hard, Bella, let me tell you, because it is very difficult to stay lean as you get older. And what I do on a regular basis that really works for me, and this is not sponsored or anything like that, is I actually do what's called Prolon. And it's in my stories, I talk about it a lot. It is a fast that you do where you don't really feel hungry because you get food. And it really allows you to reset your metabolism. It was established by doctors. It's not some hokey thing. It's like Stanford doctors who've gotten together, dietitians who've come up with this great diet where you're really able to get the benefits of fasting. You definitely lose, it's 5 days. I always lose exactly 5 or 6 pounds. And it really resets everything so that I don't lose track. I think what happens to a lot of people is that they'll start to gain a little bit of weight every decade, and then they're like, oh, okay, so I weigh a little more. And then they'll gain a little bit more weight, and then they're like, oh, now I gain a little bit more. And so there's no reset button. You're constantly just adding on to what was your previous weight, thinking it's not that much, and the next thing you know, you're 20, 30 pounds overweight. So I'd like to go back to my weight in my 30s. I keep my weight of what I was in my 30s now many years later, so that at least that is my takeoff point. I was much skinnier in my 20s, so I think 30s is an accurate and more reasonable age to reference. So if you can get back to what you weighed in your 30s as a baseline, you've got it. Urban Manufacturing asks, how do you do it all? Thank you, Urban, for recognizing how hard it is to be me. And the reason I say that is not that I'm special. I am far from special, but I do a lot. As you guys know, I am a YouTuber, hence being on YouTube. I'm an interior designer. I flip homes. I have a full Instagram life outside of YouTube where you could say I am an influencer, quote unquote, because I show designs and I show trends that influence people, hence the name influencer. And I also do accounting for not only my business, but my husband's business because I have an MBA. So I can tell you that I have maybe 4 minutes for myself at most per day. And the way that I do it is that I have absolutely no personal life, which isn't great, but I really rarely have time to have a good time. And I need to work on that. I need more of a balance. I need to be able to do things that I enjoy outside of working. But if you really want to do it all, you have to actually sacrifice something. And whether that's good time, or, you know, time with, you know, your significant other, there is, you know, it's got to give in some capacity. And there you have it. So I guess my takeaway from all of this is try and find a balance. How do you do it all? Schedule everything. Keep a calendar. Everything has to be scheduled. Be highly organized. Being a Virgo, color coding, Excel sheets. That is how I do it. Thank you for your question. Libe95 asks, what is your dream project? And I really love that question. Thank you, Lee, for asking, because whatever you visualize and whatever you put out as energy into the world, I believe wholeheartedly, because it has, for me, come back. And there is no question that energy that you put out will definitely materialize the things that you are trying to evoke. And what I would like, what my dream project would be, certainly it would be to design retail. Not just retail, but a hotel. I would love to design a hotel. I think that they would be very challenging because it is a completely different art form than interior design. It is a retail space in addition to hospitality, and it would be great fun. It would be great fun to design rooms, individual rooms, different rooms, lobbies, you know, maybe a spa, places where people gather, a bar. It would be truly a dream come true. So let's see if it happens. Guys, fingers crossed. Let's see if this video materializes my dreams, as I hope your energy and your dreams come true as well. InstaHome asks, what paint color would you choose if you had only one choice? So you're on a deserted island with a home and you can only choose one color for the entire house, interior, what would it be? And hands down, I get asked this question quite a bit, and my answer at the moment is, and will be probably for the foreseeable future, Simply White by Benjamin Moore. The sheen would be flat for walls, eggshell for baseboards and moldings, and the ceiling, of course, flat, flat, flat. Thank you to every single one of you for submitting your questions on my Instagram stories. I appreciate the time you always take to interact and be kind and be supportive of this channel and of Instagram. It means a great deal to me. You know how much I love you guys, and I want to thank you for bringing me into your homes every Sunday. It's a great pleasure of mine to be able to influence you in some way. What I love most is when I'm in the street and somebody says, "Are you Red Elevator?" So that just warms my heart. Thanks again, and I can't wait to see you guys again next week on the Red Elevator.